Welcome to Support This TV, and damn it, boy, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can know when I'm dropping these videos. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room. A lot of y'all folks out there believe that the government or some people within the government had something to do with the death of Nipsey Hussle. Some of y'all same people feel like Bob Marley died because of somebody within the government. Tupac died because somebody within the government. Okay, I'm not a believer of those type of things. So hear me out. I'm going to tell you my reasons why I feel like Chris Darden is representing Eric Holder. Not because somebody within the government got that guy Eric Holder to kill Nipsey Hussle. Now, for those of you who into stuff like conspiracy theories and stuff like that, I'm into it too to a certain extent. I'm one of the type of people that goes about what can be proven. Now, if you want to type of people that believe the earth is flat and stuff like that, I don't believe that either. I'm all about what can be proven. Now, I'm going to get into why I feel like Chris Darden is representing Eric Holder. One, Chris Darden became popular because he was part of the prosecution that tried to get OJ convicted of double murder back when, his ex-wife and her friend had got murdered, right? Chris Darden was a black face that they added on to the crew. They didn't really give a fuck about Chris Darden. Chris Darden was just, he was a puppet. He was there for the cameras and the media, but it won't seem like the white man trying to tame the black man down. But black people attacked Chris Darden back then, calling him a sellout for trying to lock OJ up, not even realizing that OJ was a sellout him damn self. So that's when Chris Darden became popular. Now some of y'all probably know this because you remember the trial back then. I was a little youngin' back then. But I read stuff about it, watched documentaries, and also watched the little O.J. Simpson show that they had. Came out with Cuba Gooding Jr. Now, since then, we ain't heard shit about Chris Darden. I mean, we ain't heard a damn thing about Chris Darden. Chris Darden came back into the news when the whole O.J. Simpson show started up or whatever. People started back talking about Chris Darden. Chris Darden started doing interviews, talking about what happened back with the O.J. Simpson thing and all of those stuff happened, right? So Eric Holder get called to the mental hospital. And he trying to plead insanity, basically saying he don't remember what happened. Bull, you remember what happened, you know what you done. Chris Darden goes out there and he say he representing this kid. Then he say, well, not kid, but man. He says that he was probably obtained. Now, some people trying to figure out who probably obtained you. Did somebody within the government probably obtain you? Did somebody the government contact probably obtain you? I can understand why the conspiracy theories can play a part in it. I can understand that. But I don't feel like he was probably obtained. I feel like he took this case because he knows it's going to be a high-profile case, and he trying to get his ass in the news. I feel like he felt like, oh, I got famous, I got popular because I tried to put OJ up, and I failed miserably. I couldn't lock a guilty man up. So let me go out here and represent a guilty man. So when they do the Nipsey Hussle movie, when they do the Nipsey Hussle documentary, my name can be a part of it. So I can be back in the news again. So when Chris Darden came under fire by Black Twitter, they like to say, he came under fire on Instagram. He was used to that shit, people. This man used to get threatened and all kind of stuff, man. He used to this because he know this publicity is gonna bring up more cases. I guess he just don't switched over. I can't lock guilty people up, so let me start representing them. I feel like this shit is all a ploy to get himself back into the news. He don't give a fuck about this guy. He know Eric Holder ass going to jail. He know this. Everybody should know this. Ain't no way in the hell Eric Holder is getting off. Ain't no way in hell. This man's going to jail. And Chris Darden know he's going to jail. But Chris Darden going to use him to get his name out there and keep his name out there. Some of y'all feel like the government has something to do with it because of the Dr. CB stuff and, him promoting health and people saying, somebody within the government killed him or somebody from a secret society killed him. I don't know. Hey, it's very possible. I'm not ruling that out. But I don't feel like the government had anything to do with Nipsey Hussle dying. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes we get wrapped up in so much of this government type stuff that sometimes you got to understand. This guy killed Nipsey Hussle and kicked him after he killed him. That shit is fucking personal, bro. You don't get paid to kill somebody and you kick them after they. He really had some type of hate for Nipsey Hussle. But I know some of y'all gonna try to kill me in the comments, man, this, that. It's fine. You can agree to disagree. And I know it's a lot of different valid points that I did not hit on, but I didn't try to make a 10-minute video. But let me know how y'all feel about it, man. I am AKA Bands Ill. Support this TV. Like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm out. Peace.